everybody, I'm here today to share my new mini album with you. This is made with the new Graphic 45 Birdwatcher collection. I have used the 8x8 collection and the patterns and solids, as well as the journaling cards and the chipboard pieces to make this album. This album measures 8.5 by 8.5. It has a 2.5-inch spine. It has 4 pocket pages inside that measure 8.25 by 8.25 inches. So what I have done with this album is, for the front cover, use the main Birdwatcher paper, and I popped the 3 stamps up onto some chipboard so that they are a little bit dimensional. I added 1 small green flower from my stash. I think these are from Prima. And then I made a bow out of ribbon that matches the ribbon that I've used inside the album. I wanted the front cover to be pretty simple. I think these papers are just so pretty. I didn't want to cover anything up. And I wanted this also to be able to fit on a bookshelf if need be. This is an album that was going to be given as a gift, so it was someone who has asked me to make this for their mother. On the spine, I have one of the chipboard pieces from the collection, along with some of the ribbon that matches on the front, and then just some of the patterns and solids. On the back, I have used more of the patterns and solids, just a strip of the paper here, and some of the postage stamp images from one of the collection pieces of paper. I love these little images, so they are actually featured throughout the entire book. I have a ribbon closure here. And then on the inside, front cover and back cover are similar. They just have the patterns and solids, a row of the postage stamps, and one of the small journaling cards. This album has mats for photos already in it, so all the recipient will have to do is select photos and paste them into the book. I have used some white paper for that, so it's all ready to go. I have a swing tab here that flips down, and then there's room for 3 photos in here. And then this unties. And in this, there's a flap here, one of the journaling cards. It's placed for 2 smaller photos. And these, actually, anywhere that there is postage stamp, the pieces that are over top the photo mat, they are all not glued down so that the photos will slide underneath of those postage stamps. In this pocket here, I have a large photo mat, so again, the photo will slip underneath these stamps here. And then the same thing on the back, where these ones are also able to have a photo slide underneath of them. This album has room for, I believe I counted 92 photos, so there's a lot of space in here to add a lot of different photos. Each of the pockets in between the pages has a large photo mat. They're all decorated in a very similar way, just different colored paper. So there's 3 photo spots on the front and 2 on the back. These little postage stamps, again, just add some decoration. On page 2, I have a policy envelope style closure. But before we go to that, this flips down. There's a place for a photo here, room for journaling on the small journaling card. It is magnetized, so it will stay closed. And then this flips up, and there's room for a photo here. And then this flips down, and there's room for a photo. And then this is a waterfall that has room for 4 photos. And again, all of these are able to have a photo slide underneath of them. These ones are a tuck spot for one of the smaller journaling cards. On page 3, I've used one of the large journaling cards here. I've made a closure, it's magnetized, opens up, there's room for a photo here on the flap. This one opens up too, and it is a spread. So then these ones open up again, and there's room for 6 photos on these. And then in the center behind the large belly band is a large photo mat. Will hold a 5x7 photo, and then 2 smaller photos on the back. Again, photo mat in this pocket. Similar in style, just has different color paper than the previous one. On the next page, first in this little pocket here, I've just tucked one of the small journaling cards. And then this tie opens this booklet, room for photos, pulls out so that there's room for more photos, so you can see the whole entire thing here. And then it flips over on the back side and there's room for 3 more photos. So there's plenty of photo space there, but there's also a flap that opens up for more photos. So this whole entire piece here will actually open up to the right. It is magnetized. And there is a flap with a swing tab here, flips up, room for 2 more photos, small journaling card to do some journaling. And then in this pocket here, I've placed 2 small photo mats, and it's a pretty deep pocket, so there is definitely room for more to add to this. And this closes with a magnet. On the next page, there is a swing tab that swings down, journaling card here, opens up, room for photos. So it's a nice little photo spread with room for 5 photos, and then some journaling down here. Then this is a large pocket that has a card in it, so I use one more of the larger journaling cards, and I've made a photo booklet with 3 photos on the inside and then 1 on the back. Again, large photo mat. This one has the pink patterns and solids on the front and the blue patterns and solids on the back. On the next page, I have made one of the chipboard pieces into a swing tab that will release this, and this whole booklet pulls out. So it's another one of those card booklets, has room for 3 photos on the inside, and then on the back side there's room for a photo and journaling. And then this, if this is flipped up here, these flaps will also fold down so that there's room for 2 photos down here. Add this back in behind the belly band. This has to swing down to keep this in place. So on this page, there is a large flap that is magnetized. It has room for a photo here, and then flipping down, there's room for a smaller photo on this one. And then this page has multiple flaps, and it'll actually hold 10 photos. So there is a photo on the front and back of each of these flaps. Let me see if I can keep this whole entire thing in frame so you can see all of those different places, room for another photo here, and then room for journaling. So they just alternate back and forth. It flips up and then it closes. And then again, here in the pocket, large photo mat with the green and the brown patterns and solids. Flipping over to the last page, another swing tab here to the side opens up, room for 2 photos there. And then tie, closure, and it has a large photo space here, some journaling, and then this is on a brad and it swivels to reveal multiple photo mats. So we've got 3 photo mats on the swivel and then 1 photo below that. And then you'll see the back cover is done in the blue patterns and solids with another one of the small journaling cards and a row of those postage stamps. So it mirror images the front cover, except for it's a different color. So if you can see both of these, it gives you a good idea about all the different colors in the collection. So we've got the pinks, we've got the green, we've got the blue, and then the brown cover itself. So all the colors are represented throughout this album. So like I said, this album holds about 92 photos, and there's plenty of room for journaling as well. If you are interested in purchasing the tutorial for this specific album, I will list it down in the description box below. It's in my Etsy store. It will be available for purchase. It is a 91-page tutorial with lots of photos and written instructions. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video and have a great day.